want you to fall victims of that. Let us work together. Instead of seeing our people, I will start saying, Oyakola what? One of my brothers, Randy Mayinja, previously sang a song that Oyakole Chiduze Mabega, Abera Yetabye, Kutunda. Nemma Soga Katonda, Abaina Yomusango. Tulicho Muchina Nakulemeso Kantutambula, never won't Ufe, and Yakuba Yomusango Masogani, Katonda. Twine Subi, Oluzungu n'oluvude mu lukulu. Dasa bini, rabini. Njagala kwogera ku Subi, hope. I know, after 2021, most of you lost hope that maybe this man can't go away. What are we going to do? We can't get guns because it's where he wants us to go. We said no. He killed many people, and part of them were our grandfathers, our fathers, our brothers. I want to tell you, our Ghana took about losing it in our 2021 made a great mark in the history of this dictator. I never seen such a vibrant crowd that he saw. I want to tell you, brothers and sisters here, don't take that power you showed for granted. It was just the beginning of ending the journey that was started long ago by the Kiza messages and the Kawanga Ssenyonyi. We all know the Israelites. We remember their story when they were coming from Egypt. Remember their journey? It wasn't a simple one. They reached at a time when they said, no, we will remain there in the prison. In prison, we used to get food. First, I think I'm right. I don't know the exact people, but I know the story. But at least we could go back to prison where I had food. And I remember Moses sent 12 people to see the promised land. Am I right? And 2 of them came back and said, you can't go there. They are giants. We are like cockroaches to them. Only 2 people said no. With the power of God, we will reach there. And they reached the promised land. That's us, my brothers and sisters. Don't get demotivated by seeing people who have been part of us changing, going back to the dictator. Those things have happened long ago, even before Jesus came to this world. I want to tell you, let us get more activated than we were before. Soon, we'll go to the promised land. In a country or in a society where everyone is accountable, everyone wins. People power, thank you very much.
He is my MOP in Bukomasingi South. I had asked him for just 1 term when he stood for MP, but his, should I call it chance, worked. So that he's an opposite. Your Excellency, at functions like this, we forget the people who enable us reach our voices to the congregation around. Allow me to recognize the DJ. DJ Victor, the party maker. DJ Victor, thank you so much. And your friend, DJ Mandy. Taking you back 2018, when you were arrested in Arua, it all started from Canada. The Free Bobi Wine campaign started from this land. Yes. Okay, you want to get it? It started from here. And one of the senior citizens here who led that struggle is none other than Mr. Luasa Richard. Mr. Luasa Richard is the chairperson of Uganda Continental Cultural Association. He's also a director of Richcan Immigration Consultancy. He provides immigration guidance to our Ugandans and have already successfully secured their decisions. Some without even going to court. Mr. Wasa, I'm going to give you just 1 minute to come and say hello to the president.
Thank you, MC. Thank you very much. Your Excellency, the SG, NUP, MPs, and the chairman of the PG district. Our leaders here, people power. People power! Our power! Yes, as the MC has elaborated, but before that, let me first congratulate Your Excellency, Mr. Chagulanyi, on your graduation as a council lawyer. Yeah, just to go back a little bit, I was one of his former lecturer at Makerere University. So many people doubting whether really Mr. Chagulanyi went to class. Those were 2000, I think, when Chagulanyi surprised many of us at Makerere and the entire country when he applied for a course at Makerere and he was admitted. By that time, we had graduates and everybody was saying, how can we teach Bobi in class? Let me tell you one thing. Our leader, our president is very humble. No man even of Zimba, every young class. I was not surprised that you studied a very hard course law and you graduated. Thank you for doing that. It's showing us, especially our newcomers and everybody here, please go back to school. We want a vibrant, strong force, and we want you to be as successful. He's showing us every steps, and all history is actually on our side. Your Excellency, as the delegates in this conference, yes, it was 2018, I cannot remember the exact date, when the news passed around that Bobi has been arrested. By that time, we have started Uganda Contiko. It was a very vibrant WhatsApp, the first WhatsApp group, I think, in North America. And I was the chair. I remember Nakato Mlongowaswa, there was Sarah Nguvu and Mr. Riombia, and Maurice Komaket, Senga Joyce, then we went to Wali Kampala. We started mobilizing, and Pastor Jumba, we got our flags and we started the Free Bobi Wine campaign. The thing came up, as he said, Mr. Rumbe, sorry, I didn't mention your recognition, sorry, I knew you. It was in Canada. Then Canada started, Britain, UK, US, and he started the diaspora to free Bobi Wine. One thing I'm encouraging everybody here is that you don't need to be a chairperson, pastor to be in a struggle. We started the mobilization here. I was chairman of mobilization. Other people took over, but we are still working hard. You don't need to be in leadership to do the struggle. I need to perform duties of the struggle. Ladies and gentlemen, I will stop there, and I wish you the best of luck and time. Thank you.
Thank you so much. That is the Rwasa. Tako, takadiwa. I don't know what type of food you're feeding. When I grow up, I want to be like you. Your Excellency, we have volunteers. Could you please stand up wherever you are? Volunteers, our volunteers. Just stand up for recognition. Thank you so much. The volunteers today, they are in People Power t-shirts. Thank you so much. And allow me, Your Excellency, to thank the entire security team. Security team, wherever you are, we thank you so much. That team is headed by Mlongowasa. Mlongowasa, can you wave to the president at least? Yeah. He always moves incognito. Before I invite the next speaker, Lord, once again, I want to thank you for your bravery. There is a lot you need to look into. I don't know why it is taking long to complete your house. That's the building that Rebecca Kadaga left moving. Up to now, you wouldn't be squeezed. Please, when you go back, I know this 1.7 billion, we have crushed it. But now, at least look also there. And also, the cooperative money. That money, please look there. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I heard that he advised now his fellow land friend that, you know, you want to be a lawyer, yes, but you should get to the other, maybe, law school. He is a mentor when it comes to the law path. He is a leader, the most organized, tried but not beaten. Ladies and gentlemen, let's join our hands together and welcome our Secretary General.
Thank you. Thank you very much. People power. Our power. NUP. Everywhere. Mr. President, fellow leaders, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for moving from glory to glory. I see that now this convention is even greater, better organized than last year's convention. So, we want to appreciate you so much for the work you do, for everything that you comrades do. And thank you for sending a very strong message this evening to the dictatorship back home, that yes, you guys are in the struggle for liberation. If there are any spies here, I'm sure there are some spies here. They normally send some spies amongst us. Let them write a report that yes, we were there and we found very, very organized people who are determined to move the dictatorship back home. I really want to, first of all, appreciate the leadership of Canada. Very, very great women and men, of course, but at the top we have two wonderful ladies who have done a great, great, great job. So please, a round of applause for Nakato and Doreen. Thank you so much for the great work you do, Ulangila Chuko, and the entire team. Thank you very much. And thank you for warmly receiving us and making all of us very comfortable here. We appreciate you for that. The other thing I'll talk about today is encouraging you, comrades, to continue doing what you do and to say that what you do actually has consequences. You now see that the ambassador is about to pack her bags and go back home because of the work. That shows that every effort, everything you do matters. Yes. And do not undermine yourself, do not underlook yourself. Know that whatever little thing you do every day, like somebody here said, every time you wake up and do something to advance the struggle for freedom and democracy, the regime back home is going down by bounds and bounds and bounds. So do not undermine your effort. What I want to encourage you to do is to do whatever you do excellently. It is Martin Luther King who told us that if you're sweeping on the streets, sweep the streets so well that the angels in heaven will say, there is the street sweeper who swept the streets so well. So if you are a media person, if you are a protester, if whatever you do, give it your best energy. And I don't want you to think that you're in this country by mistake. Every time I come here, or even everywhere I go to the diaspora, I find myself quoting a scripture. And today I'll take you to the book of Esther, where this man told Esther that, who knows why you came to the kingdom for such a time as this? And he told Esther that if you do not speak out on behalf of these oppressed people, the help of these people will come from elsewhere. But your fathers, your mothers, and your other people will surely perish. And that's the same message that we get from here. Who knows why you are in Canada at such a time as this? It is not by mistake. All of you know your stories and how you ended up here. And I want to encourage you to every day wake up asking yourself, what can I do? And I want to give you encouragement. We have seen dictators come tumbling down because of the work of the diaspora. In Sudan, the diaspora played a very big role in bringing down the regime, the dictatorship. And you can talk about many other examples. Honorable Zake was here talking about how Museveni relied so much on the diaspora to bring down the regimes of the day. So let's get better organized. Let us continue working very hard every day to bring down the dictatorship back home. Of course, even as I speak, I want to invite my brother here. Because you are one of the people who has just come to Canada. Many of you know the story of this guy here. But I want to give him a minute that he can
People power, power. Mwebale nnyo omulimu gwe mukola omutuusa ku bannayuganda ab'enjawulo abatamanyi mugaso gwammwe. Muli b'amaanyi nnyo n'okusinga abantu bonna bwe mulaba abalina emmundwa mubasinga omugaso. Mwebale tuwalira, mwebale tubeererawo. Naye kye mbasaba kye mbamumanya mugezeeko nnyo okuzza mu bakulembeze ababatwala amaanyi bayita mu buzibu obw'amaanyi bwe mutamanya omutajja manya naye mugezeeko nnyo obazzaamu amaanyi n'essuubi n'okulabanga nga embakwata nnyo nsobi. Ekyantuukako baganda bange bampamba Mami Museveni ng'emanyira zaakola namuzaawo nantwala ennaku oluvannyuma lw'emyezi 4 namuzaawo nantulugunya ng'emwabiraba amanya ge bamita Alex oba mwabulirako sitoleeyi kaliwa Alex yenze kuba tukyalinga. Era President yavaayo namwesitinga mu ngeri enjawulo era yanyamba nnyo okuva mu kkomera ng'emuwulira ng'emukimanyi. Naye baganda bange kyembasaba kiri kimu bingi bantuusaako bantulugunya okunzijamu amanyu okunkuba nga obumanyi kizibu kya kalundwa naye kyembamanya President Museveni mubi ekisembero ddala bwenjukira emiragi nayitamu ndabanga story enzibu nnyo naye kyenyinza obagamba kiri kimu njagala mumanye mmwe abalina otaasa Uganda temugwa mu maanyi buli lunaku mu pulaningi mwavubuka mwena abali wano mukozesa ekyansi eyo tusobola nga taasa Uganda ebyantusibwako bingi nnyo ebimu binswaza ng'omuntu obyogera baabiswaza kizibu kyabanyonyola kuba Museveni atufugidde mulimba era atagamba Kyagulanyi kino Kyagulanyi kiri ate nga yabikulanze kennyini gyowulira ebyogera edu babituusaako naata babituusaako mumanyi bamuyita Major Tom wa SFC buli kyenjogera yakintuusaako omusajja mukulu mu magye yasomera oli ekitiibwa kyalina okulabanga bannange byakola bikyambeerere Kyagulanyi munyo respect ne mwami Lubongo yono famire yange waliwo emukubira essimu ekiro tebeebaka bana abasajja banne muyinza okugiranga ebyokusaaga fetufuna kukuta entwebaka ne bano tebeebaka naye tuba mukomera bagamba lwaki bantu bajja balambulako naye tebasobola bali abasajja batemu baganda bange nze gwe mulaba nebasaako wansi ne bapanika amagongo bbanga oyo Major Tom yennyini nansiyaga kyeyinza okubagamba naye Katonda w'amaanyi Katonda buyinza nasobola okuva Uganda mu mbeera yonna gye nayiseemu ne mwebale tusabira mu mbeera yonna mugezeeko nnyo okuzza mu Bobi Wine amaanyi ne lubongoyo omulamu ku lubongoya bwenamala okubyogerako nga emanyi ne bajja ewaka okunkima kati banyamba nga omanyi tulibafutusoja tuli bamaanyi nyo n'okusinga abanyimu lwakubadde mutula bamaanyi tuli bamaanyi tuli banjawulo bwenamala okubyogerako mu kamera nga pulezidenti ampise baleeta nga omanyi ba SFC bano violence squad egulirwa SFC egulirwa birungi ne SFC ne CI egulirwa Damulira ne bajja okunona okuntwala kyenakola Mukama nanyamba nasobola okudduka era nava Nairobi okujja waneeno mwebale kuzamba ntumanyi mugezeeko nnyo okuwagira NUP n'omutima gwonna n'omukwano ogusinga mwebale nnyo mwebale endala
mwebale nnyo mumukubire engalo endala banange njagala mmanye nti victims mu 100 omu yekka yafuna strength okuvaayo n'ayogera abasinga tebasobola kwogera kubanga lugimu wetu bwekola so muwadde mubiraba social media that men and women are raped in those torture chambers and then this is one of the victims whereby netumutwala mudwaliro tebakonfaminga tibamurepinga so you need to understand that tetulimu byaddala wano nina esapule mugimanyi eyakireewo bamuwamba ne bamusikambula kino kyekyasigalawo and they didn't care at all so I am very glad that you comrades have organized that memorial for our people. Please know that our people are suffering and that we must do everything possible to redeem our country. That is the reason. I mean, there are many other teacher victims here. Abamu, wano mchala wano, bamu rapinga na ye. Na yansabye, simogea ko. Na ye, bamu amba, awasiyamani wa mtuwala. Na komao, nga bamu isiza uwinyo, ila basao, ila konfaminga. So that is the situation back home. Meaning that when you're out there protesting, when you're out there doing whatever you're doing, when you're contributing to the struggle, please think about those people. You have an opportunity. Because where you are not scared that you'll find a drone parked in front of your house. So what excuse do you have not to do whatever you have to do? Remain united. The dictatorship has tried so hard to infiltrate the diaspora. The leadership of NUP is appointed by the president of the National Unity Platform, the legitimate and elected president of Uganda. And if our president has determined that the leadership of Canada is Comrade Brenda, Doreen and that team, those are our commanders. So we encourage you to avoid these divisions. And we're not saying that we should silence you. If you have an issue, raise it. But please move as a team. Move as a team. Let's avoid these diversions and unnecessary conflicts, which sometimes get us off the struggle that we're involved in. Finally, ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to speak about the vision of the new Uganda, but I know we do not have a lot of time. But one of the things I want to also talk about is, you have seen the taxpayers' money in Uganda is what the ambassador has been using to pay Kenyans. You can imagine, to pay Kenyans and Tanzanians to come and demonstrate. That is our money. She did not sell cows or whatever to afford. We were told she was giving $100 to these people, $200 and that kind of thing. Yeah, that money is taxpayers' money. Those things, when people ask you about go hospital, when your relative back home gets an accident and they cannot find oxygen in the hospital, when children are standing under trees, it is that money that should be fixing that. So many people ask us, what is your vision for a new Uganda? Our vision for a new Uganda is changing our priorities. Simple and clear. Our vision for a new Uganda is investing the Ugandan money into the people of Uganda, because it is the people of Uganda who raise this money. That is our vision for Uganda. It is not rocket science to know that they are spending 3 trillion on classified expenditure. Which money ends up, that is the money they use. Many of you here have been approached. Good enough we have some media personalities who have always been approached by the regime. Then they come and offer you. All the leaders here, Honorable Zake, will tell you what they were offering to him. The regime of General Museveni can afford to spend billions and billions to buy a foreign opposition leader in order to reduce the pressure off their necks, instead of using that money to fix roads, to fix hospitals, to fix schools, and other things. So our vision for Uganda, we have always said that if NUP had just the money that General Museveni has, Uganda would transform in a very, 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 very short time. We lose, ladies and gentlemen, we lose over 10 trillion Uganda shillings in corruption every year. 10 trillion. Mu Luganda wabuyita obutabalika. Kubanga ziba sente nyingi nnyo. Now, the other day we were saying that money is just enough to tarmac all roads in Uganda. If that money was not stolen. We've been moving here, you even find a road in the most remote village tarmacked. Our people do not have access to electricity in many parts of the country. So, what we've been telling people is that that is rocket science. And I'm saying that to help you, comrades in the diaspora, because when I was in NUP, Mugama Museveni agenda kuchakola chi. Tuina defendo kolera Uganda, ngatu tutute entebe yaffe bannayuganda gye batuwa kubanga tetwagala kuwona na ssente z'abannayuganda, tetwagala kuwona ssente z'abannayuganda kutwala ku investment diaspora. Baminisita ba Museveni bavaayo tebasobola kukwata ssente ezo ne bazimba amalwaliro waka, wabula bazikwata ne bagula ebizimbe UK ne babitwala London ne wano wennyini ogenda kwesanga nga waliwo abakulu abanene mu gavumenti ya Museveni abalinawo properties nga bakozesa ki ssente za munnayuganda. So ffe tugamba nti ssente z'abannayuganda ze baba beesonzeemu through paying taxes tusobola ozikozesa ne tukyusa ensi yaffe. N'olwekyo tebadamu kwabuzaabuza NUP terina kyeyimirirako mugenda kukola ki nedda. Tumanyi kye twagala okukola, tumanyi Uganda kye yeetaaga kubanga bannayuganda gye bali. Kyoma kirabye ekibadde ekiteezi nga abantu baffe kasasiro ebagwiridde nekola ki ne bavaayo ne batugamba nti buli mwaka babadde basipendinga biliyoni 4 ku kiteezi, naye ng'oli akola ki akalabanga kasaidi deal ke bwazifuna. So bikwasa ennaku naye kyetwagala okukola tukimanyi era Katonda ali naffe tujakituukira. Mwebale nnyo okukkiriza. Tubaleetera okulamusa okuva eri bannaffe abali e Uganda. Mwebale nnyo bye mukola. Buli lwe balaba ku streets ne muvaayo ne protestinga basanyuka nnyo era mwongeremu amaanyi. Mukama ali naffe, tujja kwambala engule, tujja kuwangula. Kwolwo olunaku nagogerako lasiyanelero kandogereko twesunga olunaku nga mwena muli ku nnyonyi ez'enjawulo. Ogamba nino bannange tukule bakutesite tuzimbe ensi yaffe. Mwebale nnyo, mwebalire ddala. Oh my God. Imagine that time when you are going back home and you don't have any fear. That day, we are looking forward to that. We thank you so much, our Secretary General. We want to welcome our brother. This is your home now. Feel free. No one is going to judge you here. You are as pure as before those monsters took advantage of you. So stay strong. We will be here for you. We will support you. This is your second home. People power. Our power. People power. Your Excellency, the 3 ladies in this province that have stood with people power. Whenever it comes to finances,
we always run to these ladies. One of them is Joyce Nasanga Sesanga. I don't know where. Okay. It's okay. Keep a low profile. Okay. Another lady is Evelyn Babiye. Your Excellency, you know here we don't deal with millions or billions. Mostly we look at thousands. You want like 20,000, 50,000, it is just a call away. The president is coming and we are lack of this. They'll say it is okay and then they sign. There is another lady, Mole Lule. Then there is another lady, she's called Margaret Nambi. She's in the UK, but she's here with us. Margaret Nambi, she's from the UK. They stand with us in our efforts and we thank them so much. Our SG was talking about Chitezi. Over 40 bodies have been retrieved and it is normal, it is business as usual. Our Lord, when you go back, Bazoganye. We know they are used to dead bodies. We need accountability to those lives. We need accountability. We thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me now to invite the most vibrant leader of opposition in the history of the UK.
Thank you.
People power. Our power. NUP. And everywhere.
When we came to Canada, we had our first activity in Ottawa. And then we went to Edmonton. Now we are in Toronto. We don't get so much. So the first one we had was a very exciting one. Then the second one, in some president told us, but that place sounds like a different way. Why do they call it Edmonton? We had a very exciting meeting. Several Ugandans were there. So we're looking forward to what will be here today. We are glad you have challenged them. Thank you for coming out in large numbers. Mr. President, I traveled with my wife. Please stand and wave to this good people.
Mazima.
I've told this story a few times in Uganda. One of those days, someone tried to power. Now, for a time, people power. So tuli mmotoka ya president tugaye waka president angewanira kuti kakati Ssenyonyi batukyagalanyiza batukubye ku byenze ziraye waka kyala wange Bobi agenda kukuba basaati agenda kulagira gwe bolondaye wo ebiyenje n'ebisebyoyina nebinakulabikira era omusajja ono nakuba mukonyaawo nange nenyiiga nagamba kale nyabikola. By the way, it is true, when you start a family, you have more resolve. Over here, wakango ni serious. Yo, unsonga zekwanga. Okay, na ndo bazokanya katikena ne bazokanya bizile wakanga mfika kwanga wale waje okudabira. Abaina amatu uwulirize omwoyo kyagambe kanisa. Thank you for loving us.
you for loving your country. Thank you for serving the Lord genuinely. You people, God is a God of justice. So when I had Pastor Juba here talk to us about justice, talk about how it is important for religious leaders to speak out against injustice. When you read the Bible, that's what serious religious leaders back then were doing. They would face kings, and kings who were presidents back then were a lot more powerful than today. A king would say, "Oh, you will get go to." But there were prophets, men and God, who would stand up to them and say, "This is wrong." And some were killed, but they stood up. Thank you for standing up against injustice. I want to appreciate our leadership in Canada. Thank you for making us proud. Thank you for uniting these people. You know, when you are away from home, it is harder. Everyone is struggling somewhere. You're trying to make ends meet. You're trying to settle in. But we appreciate our teams that have done everything possible to make sure we remain united. We keep working as hard as we can to see that Uganda gets better. The MC, and indeed a couple of people, even the pastor, Yuba talked about Canada being a beautiful country. It actually is a beautiful country. But I tell you, Uganda is more beautiful. Our president sang the song, I'll leave by Cholo. Uganda is rich, but the people them poor. I can